What's going on, everybody? Welcome to GameFreak. Today, I want to talk about interview that I watched last night. It was performed by a guy that I subscribe to. Before I say the name or anything, you know, I just want to let everyone know me and him have actually a lot in common. He's only commented back to me one time, and that was last night. And I think I've subscribed to him for maybe a month and a half, maybe 2 months. But me and him have the same views when it comes to resellers, and we don't like the way that they rip people off. You know how they jack prices up, how what is it? The price charting for games and stuff is it's just all ridiculous, and how getting games graded is a fucking scam. I mean, WADA and stuff. I mean, we all know a lot of these games ain't worth what they're saying they are, and most people with a working brain know that these guys are driving the prices up. I know there's a lot of people that defend these assholes, but I appreciated this guy for all the videos they did, because have made a few uh, videos of me bashing resellers, but not nearly as good as this guy's. And the guy I'm talking about is Heckin Steve. Seems like a really cool guy. I've never met him like personally or anything, but I know last night's interview with Phoenix Resale changed a lot of people's mind. Now, did it change the way I feel about him or anything? I'll get into that. I seen in the comments, and I kept my mouth shut in that interview. He was like super nice to Phoenix Resale when he's pretty much bashed him for a year. So, I mean, Phoenix Resale, or Caleb is the guy, Phoenix Resale's name. He didn't have to come and do this interview. I mean, he did it, and it was a pretty calm conversation between the two. It was nothing that you seen in Steve's other videos where he's just calling him a fucking moron, dickhead, an asshole, and stuff like that. But the thing is, what people don't understand is, yeah, he was saying all that stuff, but like me, Steve don't have a problem with all resellers. It's the scummy ones, and Phoenix Resale, Caleb, he's a scummy reseller. So I was kind of shocked how calm this conversation was, but at the same time, I get why it was, because, I mean, why would he just go off on this dude? That conversation wouldn't have lasted more than 2 minutes if he would have just went off. That Caleb, he would have just shut off the Zoom call or whatever the hell it was. But most people know, when it comes to content creating, there's an entertainment factor in there too. And I think a lot of the stuff that Heckin Steve says on his channel, like I said, I've only followed him for a month and a half, 2 months, but my brain told me, yeah, I'm sure he feels this way about what Phoenix Resale is doing, but I don't think he hates the guy. I mean, he never met him until last night. I think that was the entertainment factor of his channel. Like, I don't think that Heckin Steve is a hateful person. Like I said, I don't know him personally, but I don't think that he just goes around pissed off all day. I mean, this is his videos, like ripping on resellers. It was an entertainment thing. Does he really feel that way about the resellers? I'm sure he does. The part that really surprised me, though, and this is where I guess is my critique on the interview last night, is I I don't think that he went hard enough on Caleb, Phoenix Resale. And that's the big difference between me and Steve. Um, I think Steve, he came across. He's a good dude, man. He's a nice guy, and a lot of his words that he says, it is for entertainment, and I get that. It's a YouTube channel. It's an entertainment channel. He does it because he enjoys it and he likes making people laugh, and he made a lot of people laugh. Um, he also got a lot of people that were unsubscribing to him last night from that video, and I just think that's kind of weird. I'm not gonna unsubscribe to him. I still enjoy his videos and everything. Do I agree with um, how easy he went on Caleb last night? No, I think he should have been a little tough. Maybe after a half hour or something, really just dig into him and say what's really on your mind. And that's, I guess, the big difference between me and Steve is I don't know if I could have been that nice because I'm a pretty laid back person. But like Steve, I was in a band too. I don't know what kind of band he was in. I think he was in like a metal band. I was in a punk rock band, so I was in a pretty rough scene. And I got the nickname Freak because I just I have a hard time staying like quiet about certain things, even when I was a shy kid. Uh, when something really bothers me, I have no filter, and I don't think I could have had a filter with a scumbag like Caleb. As nice a guy as he sounded in that interview, I could see through the shit. He was bullshit. He was complete bullshit. So I mean, I do respect Steve for being able to keep his composure and just not go off on him. That's the big difference between me and him. I think I would have been able to keep my composure for maybe about 10 minutes, and I wouldn't have been able to. I wouldn't have been able to have been so nice. Um, I think I would have really drilled him with some questions because I don't think he could really answer them because all that Phoenix Resell thinks about is money, 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 money. And I couldn't believe like the amount of people that were in that comment section, like just sticking up for Caleb Phoenix Resell. Um, yeah, there's a whole lot of resellers out there, and it's kind of like a little cult, man. They're all gonna stick up for each other, but I just don't understand. After reading through the comments like today because I wanted to see. I wonder what other shit was said. And in the comments on that video, man, there like a lot of people turned on Steve, and I get it. I totally get it. And I think he gets it too. He knew that he was going to get some backlash for even having Phoenix Resell as a guest on that show and not really digging into him. He knew that. I get that. He got that. But I guess I just don't understand why. Why, Steve? Why didn't you? I mean, I get, some people take everything that they hear online or read on the internet, they take it so literally and or take it literal. And I think that's what they thought Steve was going to do is just be uh not a bully, but they thought he was going to be that asshole that was just going to just drill that fucking scumbag reseller, and he didn't. And I'd be lying if I said I wasn't disappointed. I was really disappointed. I wanted to see Caleb squirm because I think deep down he knows he's an asshole. In fact, Phoenix Resell in that interview even said, I wouldn't buy off myself because he knows he's fucking ripping people off. That came from his mouth, and he wasn't joking. And he doesn't even disclose his Amazon page like on his YouTube page. Because if you go to his Amazon page, you should see the fucking prices on oh my god. He's got like 3D or not 3DS, the 2D XLs. He has one on his page for like 400 some bucks for a fucking DS. It's like, get the hell out of here. And he's got like regular 3DSs for over 200 bucks, and he has videos where you can watch him buy the actual DSs that he has on his Amazon site, and he bought them damn things for 50 bucks at conventions. I mean, it's the exact same ones, and then he turns around and sells them for over 200 bucks. I get it, man. You got to make a profit and everything, but there is a too much. There is a too much, and when you hit that too much, that's when fucking greed comes in, and that's what he is. He's a greedy piece of shit. So I was kind of disappointed that Steve didn't throw that in his face, like things like that, because he's watched more of Caleb's videos than I have. In fact, I hate these resellers so much that I can't, like, I can't go to their pages and watch it. I don't want to give them the time of day. I don't want to give them the views. The only reason I know about these is because other people that make fun of the resellers, like I do, they go to their page and, you know, they have a reaction video and stuff. So that's where I see the stuff. I don't give that person, the actual reseller, the time of day, man. I'm not going to give them my time. I'm not going to give them my view. And I definitely won't go to their comment section and comment because, to me, they're not worthy of it. I think they're pieces of shit, and I'm just wondering who's gonna take the torch now. I mean, I'm just wondering. You know, I thought Steve was doing a really good thing. You know, he was fighting the good fight, and I'm not saying he's a piece of shit or anything, and he's worthless now. I'm not saying that at all, but I think it finally came out where his viewers are like, oh man, this was all entertainment. It's like, I knew it was entertainment. Like me personally, I knew it was entertainment already. I don't know, he just didn't seem like a hateful person anyway. I'm not a hateful person, but I also don't have a filter. Like if I don't like something, I'm going to say it, and I'm not afraid to say it to somebody. Like if I ever ran into Phoenix, which I won't, but if I did run into Phoenix Resale like at a gaming convention or something, I'd say whatever the fuck I wanted to him. I don't give a shit. You know, that's just me though. I call an asshole, and that's what he is a greedy asshole. So I don't know if you guys caught that interview, but if you haven't, go check Heckin Steve's page out. He has really good content, and if you want a good laugh, you'll get some laughs. And he seems like a really cool dude. So it's like, yeah, I'm not hating on you, Steve. I am disappointed, and I'm not gonna unsubscribe. You do you, man. That's all that counts. You do you. I'm sure somebody will take the torch because you did mention that you're going to kind of lay off beating on a dead horse. I get it. But me personally, I think that these resellers need to be called out daily, and I thought you were doing a really good job at it. So it kind of saddens me that you're not going to be doing it as much anymore. So I don't know. I'd do it if I could be so fast with the wit like you are. I mean, your videos cracked me up all the time. So yeah, we'll see what happens. But yeah, definitely go over to Heckin Steve's page, watch that interview, and let me know what you guys think of the interview with him and Phoenix Resale, and let me know in the comments. Thanks for watching, everyone. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. It really helps out the channel a lot, and I greatly appreciate it. And until the next video, game on, everybody.